So you can see that there are various profiles. Some are standard, and this one we created yes, but the day before yesterday, right? So this is the same profile. So we had seen about some properties of this profile and some accesses, right? So that day we did one thing, that is we prohibit this user, prohibit this profile for yes. So in candidate object, in contact object, right? This user can only view it. This user cannot uh, read. This user can read, right? But this user cannot uh, delete or create, right? So by selecting uh, this one, so this first box is for read, and second is for create, edit, delete, right? So these are the four primary options, basic accesses. So we prohibited this user of this profile for creating, editing, and deleting, right? So this user cannot create any contact, edit any contact, nor it can delete any contact, right? It can only read any contact. So let us check whether it is working or not. Before checking, let us do some more thing, so the checking could be easier. Now just search for login access. So here you can see that login access policy. So in login access policy, you can see there is an option, manage support options, and inside that there are two options, administrate setting and support organization. So in setting, administrators can log in as any user, right? If this box is checked, right? If we check this box, then administrator can log in as any user, will be enabled. So let us enable it, and here you can see that there is another option, support organization, salesforce.com support. So whenever there is a problem or in login persist, so in that case Salesforce will help you for login, right? So if this if this box is checked, so for now let us check only this box and save it. So it got saved. Now let us go to users or profiles. So in profiles, select that profile. Needs to refresh it. Let's go to the users. So this is the user one test. Suppose open, select it. So we have selected one functionality, but it is not coming yet. Let's wait for some time. Will come. So meanwhile, let us see some other functionalities. Yes. So there are some company informations. So let us see what is that and what is there in company informations. There is an option called user license. So select this. So you can see that there are so many licenses. So you can see that there are so many licenses, Salesforce integration. The total number of such licenses one. There are two Salesforce licenses, right? And we are using all the two licenses now. Uh, there are some important license too, that is like Salesforce platform, right? So Salesforce and Salesforce platform. Let's talk about these two licenses. These two are quite similar. This is Salesforce and this is Salesforce platform. But there are some differences in these licenses. So what are the differences between these two licenses is that Salesforce license. Salesforce license has access to all objects. So it has access to all objects. So first difference is that, and next is this is quite expensive. So in comparison to Salesforce platform license, this is expensive. And Salesforce platform. So Salesforce platform license is less expensive, and it has access to limited objects. Like it has access to accounts, and it also has access to documents. Only there are 5 objects, right? There are only 5 objects it has given access, right? And Salesforce license has access to all objects, and this is quite expensive if we compare with Salesforce platform license. Or this is 3 in number, right? And there are some more licenses, but we don't need to learn about all those licenses. Uh, yes, there you can see there is a license chatter free. It has 5,003 free access. Total of 5,000 licenses is given. So what's a chatter free license? Chatter free license is like just like social media. Whatever we are using, WhatsApp, uh, Facebook, right? So this is just like that. It can create internal network. This few years back, this was considered to be a powerful tool, right? This was a powerful object, and just like WhatsApp, we can share files, we can create groups, uh, and apart from that, we don't have any access to other things. Suppose let us see. So this is Salesforce Chatter. So you can see that it has access to some limited things like home, chatter, people, group, files. So it has access to only these things, right? So it has limited access, and that's why Salesforce has given this much license as chatter free license. So if suppose in our organization there are more than 100 or 1000 people, so in that case the organization can purchase licenses. It can purchase Salesforce platform licenses where the users can get access to accounts where they can work, right? And they also can access to some more objects, and that can be done considered to be as a working platform. So in that case, you can the organization can use Salesforce platform license, and this is just like admin where all the accesses are granted, right? So in that case, there if company wants more than 2, more than 10, more than 100, so they can also purchase this license, right? Whatever is less, the company can purchase, uh, organization can purchase. It is available with Salesforce, right? So this was about licenses, right? So suppose there are two licenses as Salesforce, and we have used two, right? So no remaining licenses is there. So if you want to create any other admin like user, then you can't create because this license is not available. If it is available, then only you can create. So let's go to profile. So you can edit profile whatever according to the client's requirement. Profile can be edited. So we had seen about editing yesterday. So suppose we want to log in. Yes, suppose we want to log in, then let's go to the email. The email which I got after creation of that profile. So search for sales, and let's see. Here you can see contacts. This what organization? Oh, this is. Let's do verify accounts. On contacts. So yes, here it can. Now you can see that there is no option of creating. There is no option of deleting, right? Only these options are available. So we had prohibited this user from creating, from editing, and deleting, right? So this user has got only one access, that is read access. So it can read everything, but it can't do any operations, right? So this is checked. Now, suppose there is profiles. So let's talk about licenses. Uh, New profile. Suppose whenever I want to create a new profile or a new user, suppose new user. Whenever I want to create a new user, yes. So suppose I want to create a new user, and you can see user license and profile. So whatever profile we select, suppose we select whatever user we select. Suppose we have selected chatter external. So only one chatter external user profile is available with this license, right? So profiles are dependent on licenses. Now if we select chatter free, then there are two options: chatter free user, chatter moderator user, right? If we select anything like Salesforce is not available. Why Salesforce is not available? Because all the two licenses has been used. Salesforce has two licenses and all of them are used, so it is not available. So in case if you want Salesforce to create a Salesforce user, right, a new user with the user license as Salesforce, so in that case you have to first deactivate, right? You never try to delete anything, right? You have to deactivate one user and then only you can create a new user, right? So whenever if you want to create anything and there is no license or there is no access, you never try to delete anything, right? You can create by deactivating, but you can't delete anything. If you delete, then if you delete something, then the files related with it may also get deleted and you can lost many data. So this is about licenses, that whatever license you select, you get related profiles to be created. So I hope it's clear about users. Now we'll see about permission sets. So for permission sets, search for permission set in the quick find box and you can see permission sets. So you can see that by default Salesforce has provided many permission sets. Suppose there is a use case that we have approximately 100 users, and suppose some users need some special um, access, some special permission, right? So in that case, permission sets can be used, right? Permission sets can be used where whenever you want to give some special access to some people, to some users, right? So in that case, permission sets can be used. Suppose there are 100 users, and if you want to give user 2 and user 4, only these two users some access, some more access, right? More access than rest of the users. So in that case, you can use permission sets. So what is permission set? Permission set is a tool which is used to grant permissions to any users, right? Which is used to assign some permission to some users, to give some permissions to some users. So that this is permission set. So suppose there is a use case. Suppose I want to, yes, I want to the user I created, right? What user created? Associate admin, the user we have created, right? So associate admin, associate system admin, right? So I want to give the associate system admin an access of creating, right? So an access of creating any contacts, creating contacts. Now that we have seen, right? We have seen that this user has not got any permission for creating any contact, right? So we will now give this user uh, for creating contacts, right? So for that, let's go to here. You can see new. So we will now create a new permission set. So go to new, and for label, let us suppose what we are going to do. We are going to uh, give contact create permission. So label it as contact create permission. Now session activation required, and here you can see license. So select Salesforce license because this user has got Salesforce license, right? So uh, we'll have to select Salesforce, right? And just save it. Why Salesforce? We have seen, right? We have seen just now that no Salesforce license is available, but it is showing. Why it is showing here? Because for what user, right? For what user we are going to create this permission set? So we are going to create this permission set for a Salesforce license user. That's why we have to select license as Salesforce and save this. So we have we have created one contact create permission. Now so contact is an object, so we have to go to object settings. There you can see that there are many options, and object settings is also here. So now go to select object settings, and what object? That is contact object. Here is contacts. So in contacts you can see that there is an option called object permission, right? So now I want to give him the permission to create. Here you can see the an edit button. So edit it, and now so this object has got this user has got read option, right? And now we'll do create. So when I select create, it is obvious that he will get read permissions enabled also, right? Because if he is not able to read, then how can he be able to create, right? and you can see that there are many options. So whatever is required by the client, you can give access. And now save this. So we have created one contact create permission set, and the user has got some read and create permissions, right? Now now we'll go to the user. So this is the user, associate system admin, selected. Here you can see permission set assignments, right? So select it, permission set assignments. Now you can see an option called edit assignments. So select this edit assignments. And here you can see there are many things available. Create contact, create. So the permissions that we have created is not visible yet. So let's check what permission set we created. Contact, create permission. You can see that read and create access is granted. Let's go to users. Select the users. Edit assignments. Yet it is not showing. We did the process right, but why it is not showing? I have to check it. Let's check it. Yes. Now navigate it to here and save this. Now refresh it. So we have enabled the permission set. Yet it is not showing the create button. Yet it is not showing here. So if it will come, then we have to navigate it from this to this box, and then we'll save it, right? So after saving, we can check from here that uh, it has got create button also, right? It has got an option for creating contacts also. So you need to do it right, and follow the process. It will definitely come. So please check it, right?